Hello and welcome to another Scars of Mirrodin Besiege draft. This is Max, and let's begin. I don't think it's that hard to realize that Burn the Impure is the best card in this pack. By the way, did anyone else ever notice that this is a dude getting cut in half? It's crazy. It's quite violent for Magic, actually. Yeah, I mean, like Plague Mirror, Vidalcan Anatomist. But blue's not that exciting. And Burn the Impure beats both of those cards, obviously. So we're also cutting red to some extent. That seems like a kind of a no-brainer. Well, there's a Glissa the Traitor. I mean, this card is insane. I'm not sure if it's actually good and limited, though. There's also a Skinwing and a Brass Squire, a Spin Engine, an Ogre Resistor, and a Steel Sabotage. This is a pretty heavy color commitment, but I like green anyway. And I could always be green, splash, black, splash, red. I don't know, maybe that's super greedy. But like I said, I'm a pretty big fan of green either way. Though maybe I should just take the Skinwing in that case. We'll try this. It's probably wrong. Ooh. I do like Darksteel Plate, and I do like it in infect. I could still be in infect. There's a Hexplate Golem and a Quilled Slagworm, and an Accorder Paladin. But I actually think this card is underrated and quite good. So I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. There's a Skinwing anyway. There's also a Blightwidow though, so yeah. Does that mean infect is open? Probably. I don't know what you really take over this. I guess, no, rare, uncommon, uncommon. So an uncommon, a common, and a common are missing. Yeah, that's a pretty big sign that infect is open. I think I'm just going to take that signal and run with it. Well, I mean, I can at least continue with the black-green idea even if I'm not an infect. This card is good. I'd rather have that than... Although with all these Brass Squires, I kind of wish I had my Skinwing. Yeah, somebody can make like a crazy training drone Brass Squire Skinwing deck. I kind of wish that was me. I mean, to that effect, maybe I just take the Brass Squire and hope those Skinwings wheel. I think I'm better off with just this Nested Ghoul, though. There's a Crush. Myr Welder, which doesn't do much for me. Although it is a 1/4. There's Rusted Slasher, Viridian Emissary, there's just a Tangle Hulk. There's a Vivisection, and then there's the aforementioned Crush. I mean, Welder's probably going to be fine. Just as a 1/4 for 3. I guess I'm not really going to be a control deck that much so far, but I don't really like any of the other options that much. I need to figure out a color here. There's a Choking Fumes. There's an Ichor Wellspring. Yeah, I kind of just want to take the Ichor Wellspring, which makes me wish I had a Rusted Slasher too. There's also a Tine Shrike and the Choking Fumes, but like I have enough colors already. I'm just gonna take this Wellspring. And I could take a Revoker. I guess I'll just take the Revoker. Maybe I should have taken the Tangle Mantis there. Guess I'll just take Myr Metal. Could take a Mirror Works, but I doubt that's going to be that good. It's good with Ichor Wellspring, I suppose. I'm just going to take a Myr Metal. Ooh. Take a Flenser Might, but I'm probably better off with just another Myr Metal, actually. There's the Quilled Slagworm or the Hexblade Golem. Quilled Slagworm is just so much harder to kill. But it's not an artifact. I'm going to go ahead and pick it up, though. It sends a better signal that I'm in green. Go ahead and take the late Chema's Legion. I think here I want to take the basic land to signal. And for value, I'm more likely to play that basic land than the Turn the Tide. Okay, this is so far kind of a train wreck. I think I missed some pretty key theme style picks. But this deck's not the worst. A lot of good cards in this pack, none of which are really what I'm looking for. Guess you take a Blast. I could take this Blackcleave Cliffs to help me splash, but I'd rather just like take the Blast and try to splash anyway. I don't know, Quilled Slagworm seems like it was actually loose. The first pick Wall of Tanglecord is not exciting. I think I'm more likely to ditch black and go into green-red. Okay. Let's see. There's a Sylvok Replica. That seems like the pick. There's also a Barrage Ogre and another Wall of Tanglecord. But I think we will go with this Sylvok Replica here. Well, there's a Life Staff or a Molder Beast or a Revoke Existence. Kind of wish I had just gone into white there with that Razor Hippogriff. Could take this Life Staff, but I already have a Darksteel Plate. I think I just take the Revoke Existence. It's that much better. Alright, what am I doing here? This is key. Do I take Contagious Nim and continue on the Infect plan, or do I take Chrome Steed? These Myr Metals are not going to work out so well. And is it too late for Infect? I think my best bet is not to take Chrome Steed. I'm going to go ahead and take Contagious Nim. Ooh, Bladed Pinions. This is one of my favorites. Yeah, we'll be taking that. We're not really passing anything up for it. There's a Molder Beast and a Viridian Revel, but... Alright, we get our Molder Beast anyway. I think that's the pick. There's a Painful Quandary. White could have been okay for sure. But we'll go ahead and take the Molder Beast. There's a Memnite, which I'm probably not playing, and a Quarter Shield, which I'm also probably not playing, but I think it's actually just the best option in this pack. There's a Withstand Death, which maybe I should be playing over Myr Metal, depending on how this draft goes. think I'll just take the Quarter Shield. Seems like the best card in that pack. And I'm not going to give up on infect, so I'll take the Blackleaf Goblin. Ooh, an Untamed Might wield, that's a good sign. Because this is the second pack, I sort of let somebody else go into infect in the beginning of the first pack, but then I saw a heavy infect signal with the Blightwidow coming from my right. So in pack 3 I should be getting a lot more infect cards, so this could still work out. Ooh, and a Blight Mamba wield. Yeah, I think this was smart. Probably more likely to... not really going to play or any of these. I almost should just take this swamp. Yeah, we'll take the cool swamp for value. See, we got the Razorfield Thresher anyway, which nobody's going to play. I'm not going to take a mountain over Golden Urn. That's a little weak. And sure, I will fine. I'll have a Razorfield Thresher. Okay, this deck is horrible. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, this deck is pretty bad. I think that Glissa the Trader pick threw me off. I mean, it isn't the worst. It's like infect with Quilled Slagworm backup, just in case. Nested Ghoul, Molder Beast. There's like a non-infect beatdown plan lurking in here somewhere. Wow, look at this pack. I doubt I'm playing white. Probably not playing this Revoker. What do you name? Gosh. I mean, I have to play red at this point. I'd rather ditch my Quilled Slagworm and look for some fixing. I guess I could take the Golem Artisan to have another win condition, but this guy's so good. And I have pretty much no removal. I've burned the Impure and Galvanic Blast, but this guy fills it out nicely. There's also a Cisbear that's worth considering. This might be correct, actually. And there's a Sylvok Replica. This is a really stacked pack. Well, that's tough. I think to make my deck good, I need the Cisbear, though. Wow, that hurts, but I think it's right. And Contagion Clasp looks like the pick. This is another good pack. Could potentially wheel something, but I doubt it. Man. Sylvok Replica, Life Staff, Contagion Clasp, Glinthawk Idol. It's a Tyrannax, a Fume Spitter, all kinds of good stuff. A Glinthawk. There's Icarats and a Myr Propagator. And a Cisbear. Didn't see that guy up there. Alright then. Awesome. This is working out quite nicely. Sentinel. There's a Wing Puncture. There's also a Horizon Spellbomb, which would potentially help me play. I'm probably not playing this Quarter Shield. Potentially help me play Galvanic Blast and burn the Impure, which seem important. There's also a Revoke Existence. And then I could consider splashing white instead of red at that point. Wow, this pack is huge still. So I do have a second Revoke Existence. But this unlocks like 2 spells more. I think I just have to take that Horizon Spellbomb. I really am not a huge fan of that card, just to be clear. Alright, and in this pack there's an Arrest and a Corpse Cur. Corpse Cur is pretty clearly the pick, I think. Gets me my Cis Bears and Blightwidows back. It's 2 for 1 guaranteed. Jeez, these last packs. This is going to be a tough draft. These last packs have been insane for everybody. I pretty much wish I wasn't an infect in this draft. It's kind of lame. Goblin Cavalier maybe, just because I have equipment. Take a Flight Spellbomb. Could just take a Stoic Rebuttal. Take an Exsanguinate. Just gonna take a Stoic Rebuttal here. I don't like playing against decks with a bunch of that. And doubt I'm playing any of these cards, so it's either the Flight Spellbomb, the Disperse, or the Shape Anew, I guess. Sure, I'll take a Shape Anew, just so I have a Shape Anew. Well, we only have 13 creatures. I guess it's Vector Asp time. It doesn't even have Infect, it's so bad. Could also take a Wing Puncture. I think I'm better off just having a Wing Puncture for the sideboard. Yeah, there's a Vector Asp anyway. Do I take that or just Flameborn Hellion? I feel like I just take the Flameborn Hellion, actually. This card can win a game on its own way better. So, 24. Probably not playing Ichor Wellspring. 23. This looks like the deck. Ooh, I could have had 2 Exsanguinates. I could take the Defiance. I think I'd rather just take this Exsanguinate. I don't want somebody loading up on too many of those. And I'll take the Sabuna Acolyte. It can be good against Infect. And this Wayfarer is, well, not nearly as annoying in Infect. I'll just go ahead and take the Stoic Rebuttal. So yeah, this looks like the deck right here. I don't think this deck is good enough in this particular draft. That's my feeling. This deck would probably win a fair number of pods, but there was just a lot of crazy stuff going on. I think I'm playing these anyway. Okay, Blast, Burn the Impure, definitely in. Contagious Nim, Blackcleave, Nested Ghoul, Untamed Might, Slagworm. Well, we'll put him in the maybe pile for now. Glissa, sideboard. Corpse Cur, Sylvok Replica, Myr Welder, Darksteel Plate, Contagion Clasp, Bladed Pinions, Horizon Spellbomb. Okay, and then we have some other options here. That looks like it. So, I suppose I could play a Wing Puncture. Definitely play this cool Forest and this cool Swamp. Although, that's going to make the math hard-ish. Okay. What are we doing here? I think I play the Slagworm. Like, if sometimes it's you can play Infect and they play around Infect in a weird way. They like empty their hand just to slow things down. And then it's really easy to get up to 8 mana or 7 mana because the game has just been slowed to a glacial crawl where both players are top decking. I think I play at least one Myr Metal. It seems good. And I kind of like the Flameborn Hellion for the same reason as the Quilled Slagworm. It's like my plan B. Let's figure out what's going on here. Got some removal spells. And equipment. 14 creatures. I think I just play a second Myr Metal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 artifacts. It's just +2/+2. But on an infect creature, that's +4/+2. So, and there's an outside chance that it gets Metalcraft. Seems unlikely, but it could happen. Yeah. I think we go with another Myr Metal. Card can do a lot of things. I guess a Quarter Shield could be pretty insane in Infect. I'm going to give a Quarter Shield a try, actually. I can see this card be really annoying in Infect, sort of like a mini Strandwalker, which is kind of just off the hook. Okay. Let's not forget our bonus land over here. 9, 3, and 3. That seems wrong-ish. I guess I could cut the Nested Ghoul to make my black better. Then it really is just a black splash. Do I really need that many green, though? I feel like 8 green is actually enough. Well, that warps the deck quite a bit for not really any good reason. Oh great, this is ridiculous. Alright. Yeah, I don't think I actually need that many swamps at all. I do have Horizon Spellbomb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That should be enough for Quilled Slagworm. And I may have a Nested Ghoul stuck in my hand, but probably not. And I think 3 should be enough for the red spells, given that I have Horizon Spellbomb also. So yeah, we'll try running this.